Okay guys, so now that we're able to add items to our carts, let's go ahead and create a page to display those items. So we're going to be creating our carts.blade.php. So right here I'll just say carts.blade.php, and obviously it's going to look like a single, or not like a single, but it's obviously going to inherit this front.blade.php right there. So I'm just going to make it look like a carts.blade, like an index, and then I'll just remove this data right here. Okay, so for the data for this specific page, I'll just go to my e-commerce and I'll go to my cart.html and I'll copy the template from there. Okay, so I don't need the header, I don't need this right here. What I need is this. Okay, so I'll copy that, head over to my cart.blade.php and I'll paste that in. So let me set up a route to view our cart items, right? So let's go to our web.php. And we're just going to create a /cart right there. So right here, I'll just say route and I'll say get. And this should go to /cart. And I'll say uses, of course, the shopping controller at the cart method and as cart. So let's create that method in our shopping controller. So it's a public function return view, public function cart return view that we just created, which is carts, and that's it. Okay, so let's view that page. So if we go to /cart, parse error unexpected route, that means I made a mistake in this page. So route get, obviously I forgot to put that sleep column. Okay, sorry about that guys. So right here, this is our page. So this is how our cart is gonna look. So let's go ahead and customize this to show all the items in our cart. So but before that, let's head over to our home page and add some item to the cart. So right here, let's just go ahead and add Lure Kumkue, and I'll add to cart. Right here, I'll just add 2 items. And right here, remember in our shopping controller, after we add 2 items, we're just die dumping. What we're gonna do is just return a redirect to a route that we just created, and that route was carts. So when somebody adds something to the cart, it automatically takes him to the cart. So let's add 3 items and we are at the cart right here. Okay, so let's display the data that we have in our cart. We'll head over to our cart.blade.php, and since we have this template here, we're just gonna edit it. Okay, so first of all, we need to get the counts of all the items in our cart. And remember, we're using this package, and you can look at all the methods that are available to you right here. Okay, so this is a very simple method that we have, cart count, just to get the number of items in the cart. So right here, I'm just gonna echo out the cart count right there. Okay, obviously without the semicolon. If I refresh, we should have, okay, so we have 3 items in our carts. And if I head over there, now we know we have 3 items in our carts. Let's go ahead and see those items. Okay, so right here we have product, price, quantity, total. So what we're gonna do is, since we have 1 row here, we're gonna loop through that row, right? So we're gonna loop through the row. So we'll say for each, and we can get all the elements in the cart using the cart content method like we saw as product. Okay, so for each of the end of the products in the cart, we're gonna loop and display a new table row right there. Okay, so let's do that, but let me just indent this for proper viewing. I'll just copy all of this and I'll indent. Okay, so in this first TD, it just shows us a button to delete right there. So we're going to be generating that link later. Let's just go ahead and display data now. So right here, we're displaying the image. So we'll echo out asset and we'll pass in the product image. Next thing, we don't need the author or whatever that is. We just need to echo out the cart product title. So we'll say product name, and right here we just need to echo out the price, right? So we'll just echo out the price. So we'll say product price, and we need to echo out product quantity. So right here, we're not gonna need everything that we see right here. What we're just gonna do is just set the value of this field to the quantity. So let's just say product quantity right there. Okay, and finally right here we're just gonna say product total. Okay, so we'll say product and we'll say total right there. It's gonna get the total. So if I refresh, okay, so I don't know why it's saying we have 3 items in our cart, but we see right here we have 3 and it's multiplying this and it's giving us the total. Okay, so 14,000, and it's a little bit more because it's actually including the tax. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to remove that. So we have 1 item and it's showing us 3. Why is that? Let's head over to our cart.blade.php. Seems like we're using the wrong method. Let's just go ahead and say content right here and we'll call count, and we have 1 item. Okay, so I was using the wrong method. We need to get content and then we get the count of the unique items, but right here we're actually getting 3 because the total quantity or number of items is 3. So in the next video we're gonna fix this right here, our image not displaying, and we're also gonna remove the tax so that we can have the exact value for the price that we leveraged. So thank you so much and see you in the next video.